Hello everyone. So I just thought I would do an update. So last week I finished my Strawberry Summer sampler. I think it came out really pretty. I'm really pleased with that. So I finished that one. And then I did some work on my Sweet Dreams. And it is coming along. I didn't get as much work done on it as I would have liked to. I have two other cross stitches that I wanted to get into my rotation this month for Christmas presents. So I did get all this done this week, so not terrible progress, but not great progress. So there's that. And then I've had to spread out. I've got this all gridded and ready to start, and that is going to have this Stony Creek Angelic Benediction. It's my grandmother's Christmas present, so I've got it all kitted up, and I finally got the fabric gridded, so that's that one. And then this pattern, the Lighthouse Cape, Chatham Light, Cape Cod, Massachusetts. I purchased this and it came in this week, or last week. I have to say, one of my problems with buying patterns online is I really can't tell what they're going to look like that well. And I was really disappointed. It doesn't look too bad, but when I looked at the pattern, it's really kind of a letdown. The white in the Lighthouse is just, I guess, negative space would be the best way to say it. There's no stitching there. So I'm going to have to figure out how to, or what I want to put in there, because I don't plan on stitching this on white fabric. I was going to stitch it on a blue fabric because of all the white space at the top. I wanted, you know, it to be blue, like blue sky. And so yeah, I'm not really happy about that. There's also, I think there's a grand total of like 16 colors, which you know, when I buy a pattern and I want it to look nice, and I'm just really not that pleased with this. I've already decided that I'm going to change some things out. I don't mind the shape of the sky, but I don't like the colors, so I'm going to be changing those. I did, where are the colors? I still have to buy quite a few, but here's the colors. It's using this variegated DMC floss for the roof, which is okay. It doesn't bug me so much, but I'm not really happy with some of the other colors. They're pretty basic. So yeah, and I do still need to get a few. I will get everything that it calls for, and then I will decide what I want to change. I was thinking about ways that I could make it look a little bit better. It does look like the Chatham Light, so that's the important part for me, because my father-in-law, who this is for, really likes the Cape Cod lighthouses. It doesn't have a lot of backstitch, which I don't know. I don't mind doing backstitch, and I really think it makes designs pop a little bit more than when you don't. And so it has, like, I think the only thing that's backstitched are these windows over here. There's a little bit at the base of this chimney here, and that's about it. Oh, and I think, yeah, the handrails at the door are backstitched, and that's it. So more than likely I'll end up putting in some backstitch. I think projects looks better with backstitch. Trees will look more realistic if you put some branches in them. And just generally I find designs look better when you do backstitch. So not really pleased that it didn't have that much backstitch. So I guess it happens. I mean, I've bought the odd pattern that I opened it up and I thought it was horrible, but it really irritates me because, you know, cross stitch patterns have gone up over the years in price, and when they, you know, are not quite what I was expecting, I'm a little disappointed, and I just thought this one lacked the detail that it should have had. So if I'm gonna pay a decent price, I'd expect a better pattern. So I wasn't really pleased. I think that's the brand, and I would be wary of buying another pattern from them. Yeah, wasn't that pleased. Now, the shop I got it from, the Ye Old Stitchery, or the Ye Old Cross Stitchery, I was really pleased. They sent me the pattern, they sent me a freebie little chart, and a keychain. I thought that was excellent customer service. I had no complaints. I got here very quickly. I ordered it on a Sunday, and it was, or maybe a Monday, and it was here by Thursday. So really pleased with their store. I can't complain at all about their store. I was very pleased with the customer service. I just don't happen to like the pattern I bought. What can you do? So, and the next thing I purchased last week was this Cajun Line for my gridding. I am going to grid both. I gridded the Angelic Benediction, and then I'm going to grid the Chatham Light with this because I don't want to use marker. Plus my marker is, let me see if I can find it. It is not a fine tip, or not fine enough that I want to use it on even weave. Now I think I'm going to do the light on 14 count. So if I do it on 14 count, I may just use the marker because that would be fine. And this pattern is very simple. Not very many colors and big chunks of color, so it should be pretty easy. I just want the grid so it'll go faster. So I might mark that with pen. I haven't decided yet. It's also faster to do it with pen. Because let me tell you, it took me forever to grid that. And then the last thing was I got some hand-dyed fabric off of eBay from the same seller, and these are smaller cuts. This is 25 count, and it's 11.5 by 27, so it's not terribly small. And this one is 32 count by 11, and it's 11 by 18. I thought these were really pretty. And then this one is 32 count, and it's 9.5 by 17.5, and it's the opalescent. And then this one is 32 count, and it's 17 by 25, and I think this is what I'm going to do my Mirabilia on. I just loved the colors. Let me open this up. If I can get it open. There we go. Sorry about that. So if we open this up, this is what it looks like, and I think the Mirabilia will look really good on it. And if I can get the Mirabilia out, I should have thought about this a little bit better. I don't know what I was thinking, but you know, I filmed this video twice last week and I didn't like it, so you know, I gave up and I'm trying again today. basically I have a headache and I don't want to do what I'm supposed to be doing. So here is the memorabilia, and I really think this fabric is going to accentuate that. I wasn't loving the brown that it's on, but I thought the greens and the burgundies in this would really make the fairy pop. It kind of goes. So, and if I remember correctly, look at the back of the pattern here. Let's see. The stitched area is under 12.5 by under 14.5, so just round up 12.5 by 14.5. So my 17 by 25 should be more than enough. I might not have, I'd have to do math, not quite 3 inches around, but it's at least 2.5, so that's fine. So I was really pleased. I spent $17 for the 4 pieces of fabric. I thought this was really pretty. So $17 for 4 pieces of fabric, and that was with shipping. And I got the fabric for my memorabilia, and I got a couple pieces to play with. I think this is going to be used for a Halloween design, although my husband says it would look great for Christmas too. And then I think I'm going to save these 2 for fairies. Although I've been kind of thinking that I have a little kitten in a hat box that I got that's in the World of Cross Stitch magazine that I want to do, and I might end up, I haven't decided yet, but I'm pretty pleased with my shopping endeavors. I'm quite happy with eBay. That's where I've been doing most of my purchasing. Yeah, I'm picky. And then this is the fabric I think I'm going to do my father-in-law's on. Now I don't buy 14 weave like very often at all, but this one was $1.99 at Goodwill, so for that price I couldn't resist, and I picked it up. Didn't know what I was going to do with it, but it's got this blue, and it's got this flecking, it's kind of got, you know, little flecks of a darker blue running in it. I guess it's supposed to simulate denim. I'm not sure, I've never seen it quite like that. And, you know, it's new in the roll. The paper's still in it, so it's not like it's, you know, somebody got it dirty. Which is what I first thought when I saw that, but it's supposed to be like that. So I'm thinking that the Lighthouse will look really nice on that. Now, it's going to be massive. This was stitched on 18 count. But I think it will look good. I don't think it'll be a problem to do it on the 14 count, and it'll be a nice presentation piece for my father-in-law. You know, he's got a lot of pictures of the Chatham Light, and my sister-in-laws have encouraged me to take one of his pictures and make it into a cross stitch, which I might try and do for his birthday in 2 years, because, you know, it would take forever to do one of those. They seem to think you can whip out a major project in a month or 2 or something. I don't think they understand. They've both done cross stitch. They don't do it anymore, but they've both done it, and they kind of don't seem to remember how long it takes, or they never worked on large projects. And since I've never seen cross stitch in either one of their homes, I'm going to assume they've never worked on big projects, and they just don't have any clue. One of them gave it up because she had to have her back look like her front, and that was a lot of work, and she didn't enjoy it. And I have never been one of those stitchers who thinks the back needs to look just as good as the front. I do like a neat back. I try and keep my back reasonably neat, but I'm not going to get that persnickety about it. The other thing, and I don't remember if I showed when I bought it, I'd have to go look at my video, so if I didn't, I'll show it now. For the 50% off Heaven and Earth Designs sale, I picked up 2 patterns. I got the mini Snow Queen, and I also got the mermaid. So I got 2 of those. I've now got a wish list. Thank you so much, YouTube. All you girls have encouraged me to really try some different things. I'd love to do some different designs, but after, you know, I really kind of got tired of cross stitch for a while, and having just seriously got back into it again this year, I'm really impressed at how much better it's gotten in the last few years. I don't know why, but I never thought to look online for cross stitch patterns, and I really wish I had, because part of the reason I quit cross stitching was I found most of the designs to be boring. Unbeknownst to me, craft stores aren't the best place to get your cross stitch patterns. I also don't like the prices of the cross stitch patterns. I really don't enjoy buying a $10 book and only liking one pattern. I also was getting frustrated. I always used to just do one cross stitch at a time. I never had more than one project at a time. And when I saw people doing 4 or 5 or more cross stitches and they had a rotation, it was like, oh my god, that's brilliant. Then I don't get bored. I'm always happy stitching on something. And it's been a complete and total change in how much I've enjoyed my cross stitch. I never would have thought of it. Gridding, I thought, was the craziest thing I had ever seen when I saw it and heard people talking about it on the Facebook groups, which I didn't join until people were mentioning them in their YouTube videos. I didn't even think about cross stitch groups. Yeah, for as much as I love technology, I was a little behind the 8 ball. So I have picked up so much. I'd never seen a hand-dyed fabric before. That was in all these designers that, you know, I mean, I stitched basically what I could find in the craft stores, and now I have all these amazing patterns, and I have to say, why the heck are the craft stores selling such lame stuff? Cross stitch is not popular. They don't sell the stuff very much in the stores because the patterns are boring. And if you go buy a pattern book, I mean, if you just want to stitch from the kits are the kits. I don't personally like stitching from kits. One, I make too many changes almost always. As much as I complain about the Lighthouse, it's not uncommon for me to not like a color and change it, or I don't like the way something looks and to change it. I'm going to have to look at my father-in-law's pictures, and if those shrubs in the front aren't in front of the lighthouse, I'll take them out and I will stitch in what's supposed to be there, and that doesn't bug me at all. And I'm going to have to say goodbye because my battery is going to die. So thank you for watching, and I hope everybody is having a great stitchy day.